Hello, everybody. Welcome back to IPL 5 at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. Welcome to Game 2. It's going to be starting in just a moment here between Planet Xpress. What was that?
My dance, baby. That's what I got famous for.
You're famous for a dance?
I got famous for specifically dancing during introductions. So, crowd, let's hear the hype. Oh, yeah. Yes.
What did he do?
Bask me in the glory of me. Yes, yeah. I am amazing. Oh, no, I'm not.
So I see the poll is actually 52% Fnatic, 46% Planet Express.
Is there a way to get a Golden Boy chat?
The other 2%. The other 2% is us. What?
Joshy.
Oh, what's happening? I don't know what to do. I'm so surprised.
High five.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get this match going, guys. Thank you so much.
Dope.
You guys are amazing.
That's so dope.
That's dope. That really is. And now the matchup is going to begin, guys. Let's hear it for the two teams, Fnatic Great Call and Planet Express. It's going to be game number 2 coming up here in just a sec. And let's go ahead and hop into the action. And I tell you this much, this match is going to be pretty intense because Archways is a very strategical map for the defense. You know, you got to play a specific way. We saw Complexity really take advantage of the different terrain that was made available to them here. EP on the attack for Fnatic Great Call as he knows that he has to be careful here. And Tailspin and company actually did win this matchup against Complexity on Archways, which was a pick for Complexity in their matchup against TCM. So some interesting facts there, of course, but Yeepy here not phased whatsoever, and he's looking to take this round win and set a statement right now for Fnatic Great Call.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love to eliminate all 3 of these defenders right now, set a precedent that Tailspin and Buds and Vince will have to try and catch up to. It's always nice to get that early attack round. Yeepy not phased at all. Tailspin is wide open right now. Even if he gets to the goal, there's 3 armor left. The goal is open. Yeepy can just stand on it. He jukes back and forth, made it look easy. 1-0 already for Fnatic with that successful attacking round.
Yep, and Yeepy's just on a roll here, man. He's a great player, and he, you know, someone in the chat said it earlier, I'll say it again, that's why Yeepy attacks first, because he gets stuff done. And now it is going to be up to Buds, who also is another player on Planet Express who gets stuff done as well. And let's see what he could do here as the Rockets are flying over in his direction, and he manages to avoid that initial flurry there. Of course, you know, Rockets flying everywhere at this time. Buds throwing down a laser. He does manage to identify Yeepy over by the tree, nailing that shot. Very narrow window that he had there, but he was able to take out Yeepy, as seems like there's going to be a lot of activity going down over by the goalpost. Buds playing this one slow, finding Strengths right in front of him, and you are going to see here as Strengths gets taken out now, and it's going to be a 1v1 here as Buds is going to make his way down. He has no armor missing, and just like that, Buds ties it up 1-1 with the attack. Look at the hype here as the crowd is getting into it. Amazing stuff indeed, and it just seems like Fnatic Great Call did not expect that from Planet Express.
Man, Strengths attacking in now for Fnatic, and he is probably taken aback by the loudness of the crowd. Actually, the volume is probably pretty distracting. Strengths going to be attacking in now through the left archway. We got Buds, Tailspin, and Vince set up defensively. Strengths will have to see which route he's going to take. Buds was actually slightly exposed there, which is kind of interesting. He's going to be playing the goal while Strengths decides which way he wants to attack in from. Looking for some free shots at some defenders. Not going to find it. Oh, never mind. Buds slightly off the goal. Does get eliminated with just a flick of the wrist, and Strengths looking for either Tailspin or Vince to eliminate next. Does not land the shot on Tailspin. Tailspin takes a few more opportunities to shoot rockets and does pop it one more time. 1 rocket left, 1 armor. If Strengths is hit, he will be eliminated.
Yeah, and this is the situation you do not want to be in if you are a defender or you are a attacker, but the defenders had a great spot there, playing that hill defense very well. That was a good, very good attempt there by the guys from Fnatic Great Call, but Strengths more importantly. But now it's going to be up to Tailspin here, who has been on fire with that laser pad on what was it? I'm sorry, Castle Crash. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. The matchup has been so intense and the crowd's so into it that, and I haven't eaten, Josh. We need to eat. So
I'm pretty sure I saw you eating pretzels earlier.
I had pretzels, but come on, that's not nourishment. Well, it actually is.
Well,
so.
all I eat is cheeseburgers and ice cream. So
you have a problem. You really do need some vegetables in your life, son. Now we have Tailspin on the attack here. Let's see what he can do here. Josh, what is his approach? What do you think Tailspin can do in this situation?
I think he's going to actually dueling against EP would be kind of a bad idea. He did not land the shot there. Taking any more time on that would be not great. Oh, actually Strengths hitting him from the left side. EP cross shot, and and Lacame grabbing that third rocket as well. That's 1 each for the defense on Fnatic. 2-2 is the score. It is still kind of a stalemate, just like we saw in the last game. The only difference is this time we actually did have some attacking rounds successful. Lacame attacking in now for Fnatic. Another opportunist, if he can string 3 shots together, can give Fnatic that lead.
Just
Good
like
shot.
that.
And Tailspin, you know, the initial volley of rockets managed to connect, and suddenly Lacame is at a big disadvantage.
Now, for those of you guys in the crowd and in the stream just watching, the initial volley of those rockets are meant to pretty much just zone out the attacker and prevent him from taking that way out. It's just a way to stop him and prevent them and pretty much just drain time on the clock. But it connected there, and that's a great hit for the guys of Planet Xpress. They really do need that because it makes Lacame second guess his moves. He has 2 armor now. There are 3 defenders. He has to just take his time on this attack. But now he is actually going to even it up here just a little bit as he misses Tailspin. But he did manage to take out Vince on the goalpost defense, and he took out Tailspin. 1v1 Buds versus Lacame. Let's see what's going to happen here as Lacame's going to make his way in. He might be able to nail this one, and he's going to miss it. One more rocket. Can he hit it? And the laser misses one more time. Rockets all over the place, and he is not able to cap it. 90%. Oh my God, as Lacame just managed to just surely miss that one. But great stuff there by Planet Xpress. Buds, more importantly, able to stop that one. Amazing work there, and now it's going to be up to Vince here on the attack for Planet Xpress.
I can't believe the way that attack round just ended. That was pretty ridiculous.
We usually don't see them miss at that range.
Yeah, you get some unusual circumstances sometimes, but we've got Vince attacking in now for Planet Xpress. All the Fnatic guys taking their usual positions. It looks like you've got your rockets flying down all the available channels here. Vince looking for an open defender to try and take a shot at. Doesn't actually have vision of anyone, just those rockets intermittently flying past him. Gives him a little bit of an idea where they're at, but we do have 1 on the goal, 1 at the column on the right side, and Strengths back in the trees.
Yeah, if Vince manages to come up big with this attack round win here, that would spell doom for Fnatic in my personal opinion, only because of the fact that you still have Buds and Tailspin to attack, and when they're on fire, but Vince misses that easy shot there right by the goalpost, and he's going to be stuck in a pickle here as it is going to be a 1v3, and the defenders are pressing on Vince here. He's using that speed pad there for a good movement, but he is not able to do anything as Lacame ends up shutting that one down. Vince with the stop. Nice work indeed, as Vince from Canada not able to wrap it up there. Yeepy on the attack. Kalen from the Netherlands. Let's see what he could do.
All right, Yeepy is the leadoff attacker. That's why he attacks first. He's so good, so we'll see.
He's a very talented player.
Going to be able to score another successful attacking round here on his second attempt. He and, who was it actually earlier? Buds. Of course, it was Buds. Yeepy and Buds just trading off attacking rounds earlier on. Let's see if Yeepy can make something happen here. He's got an open shot on a defender on the left. Can't quite connect. He's going to actually double back and check out some different opportunities and figure out how he wants to progress. Looks like the defenders are not over at the tree. Oh, that was a tough rocket, too, because it actually knocked him back down. That's going to eat some precious seconds off the clock. Soon the capture will be open. The goal will be open. We've got Vince over on the right side. Buds and Tailspin over towards the left. Buds is actually at the goal and plants one right on Yeepy. There's Vince with the third, and the defense wins.
Yeah, I just want you guys to take note of the crossing that was done there. You know, one rocket actually was going one direction and the other one going on the right. So what ended up occurring was that no matter where he moved, he actually would have ended up getting taken out. If he moved side to side, of course. He could have opted to move back, but instead he says, you know what, I'm actually just going to move to the side here because I might be able to avoid this. He could not, unfortunately, as now Buds is going to be on the attack here for Planet Xpress. And of course, you know, we do expect great plays out of Buds. You know, Yeepy not able to succeed on his second attacking run, but perhaps Buds can here and answer the call that Planet Xpress desperately needs to make this series into 1-1. But of course, it is still very early into the game here, so we have a lot of Shootmania ahead, and hopefully everyone's enjoying it. So let's see what Buds is going to do here.
All right, he's got a couple of options. He could, of course, go up this ramp and try to challenge the defender there. Strengths is up on that left hill. He could hop up on the spawn and try and grab a free shot. Nope, Strengths disappearing once again. Yeepy is the one on the right side landing that rocket. We've got Lacame eliminated at the point. Strengths, oh, the goal is just captured, not going for any shots. That's 2 attacking rounds now for Buds. I'm very surprised Fnatic was nowhere near the goal there with, you know, it being able to be captured.
Oh my God, and now everyone's picking up chairs, but you know, it's okay. Everyone's being safe about it. We have one guy out there with one thunder stick. Bless him.
Yeah, it's really hard to use that, actually.
It just becomes thunder, or a stick. Actually, it just becomes a stick. No more thunder sticks. But yeah, you know, of course, thank you to the crowd here to enjoying this matchup. Once again, got to acknowledge the people that bring the intensity to these matches here. Besides the players, it is a, you know, it is an effort on everyone's part. And Strengths now on the attack, the former Quake player here. One of the longest playing Quake players, as you said, if I'm correct.
He's been playing for many years.
Many years.
I would have to look it up.
One of them. Perhaps he is. He's been competing for a while, so we're just going to say he competed for a while. And Strengths here cannot seem to find anything, as he only has 3 seconds now. He does have all his armor, and he just cannot seem to make that jump, which is really disturbing him. And moving in here, as lots of pressure being applied, and he does have 3 armor. He hasn't taken a hit yet. He's avoiding it, and now it's going to be a 1v1 with 2 armor. Oh my God! Strengths there with the stop just when he thought he was not able to wrap it up. Strengths says, you know what? Let me avoid that jump and let me just kill everyone. Good stuff there, as Fnatic RC is doing a great job of keeping in this game. Now it's going to be Planet Xpress's very own Tailspin to get the action moving here. Let's see what he could do.
All right, Tailspin coming up, actually going to take a little bit of a safer route here. I don't know. Whoa, actually, maybe I spoke too soon. They seem to have figured it out, as lots of rockets flying into that cave. Tailspin changing it up a little bit. Now we'll see if he can manage to isolate one of these defenders over by the tree. I think EP was actually the one over on the right side more often than not. So if he's going to challenge him, he probably wants to do it soon. Time is ticking down. There's that defender. There's 2 behind him, though. He can't really leave his back turn for too long. He does win that little duel there, but takes 2 rockets as soon as he turns around. Lekame landing both of those. We'll see if he's going to be able to make something happen. That's
my
the second
God.
shot. We've got a duel, a showdown situation. That's not a showdown.
Tailspin! You beastly human being. He manages to come up clutch just when you thought we were going to get another tied situation, Josh. We have Tailspin coming up big with the attack round win. That's going to be his first for this game, as Buds has been the one pretty much securing it, and now it's going to be Lekame.
That's right. Lekame attacking in for Fnatic raid call. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, especially with the crowd so fervently cheering for Planet Xpress. These guys, Lekame, EP, and Strengths are really, really good. They need some fans too. They need some love as well. But both of these teams are 2-0 in their group. They defeated Complexity and TCM Gaming each. So both of them do deserve to be here in this final game of the night, playing for the #1 and #2 seeds. Fnatic raid call Lekame looking for some defenders to try and take advantage of. Tailspin actually did not see him there and almost bit the dust, but a nice cross shot from Buds, a long range shot from Vince, taking down Lekame to just 1 armor. There's a defender eliminated. Buds and Vince still standing over at the goal and the column. 1 more rocket will end this round if they can land it. Time is ticking right now.
Look at
he
the
might
pressure.
be able to hop on the goal. He's hopping on the goal, but he jumps off of it. Will he get back on in time? Goal captured.
My God, he ran out of rockets. That is the only explanation that I have there. Lekame coming up clutch, and I just want to point it out. While the fans in here may be in favor of Planet Xpress, the fans outside are, in the internets are in favor of Fnatic, as the poll right now is 53% to 46%.
Yeah, the 1% is us.
1% is us. We are the 1%.
We are the 1%,
yes.
And we are going to win this match.
Let's go. You and I together. Let's just hop in here. We showed our pro skills on Community Night before.
No one else needs to see our pro skills.
Yeah, they don't. It's super secret
stuff. It's just too good.
And now Vince on the attack for Planet Xpress here. Such a great run by all the players competing here. You got to give the credit where credit's due to Buds, but Vince needs to step it up here and get this one. Each member of Fnatic RC does have an attack round win, and Vince manages to nail one on Strengths, but he's getting focused down real hard here as he's going to be stuck in the corner, and he gets taken out by Lekame, as the score is going to be 6-6 right now. Lots of intensity here by both teams, but I will tell you this much. It's going to boil down to that one clutch round as we're nearing the end of the game here.
Yeah, that's how it's going to end. They keep going, shot for shot, eye for an eye every single time. EP actually attacking in now for Fnatic raid call. That's why he attacks first, because he's so friggin' good. Will he land a couple of lasers here and put Fnatic at that #1 seed, set up to face SK if that does happen? But yeah, Fnatic, EP.
Whoa!
Free shot.
I didn't even see that guy. It maybe saw a few pixels there through the grass, but great work there indeed by Yeepy. That's why they pay him the big bucks, as he takes out Vince. Now it's going to be a 1v2 with 3 armor left. This is a favorable spot for him to be in, especially if he eliminates one more player. It's going to be Tailspin and Buds on the defense here. They need to be careful wrapping around this wall here. Good work indeed. I must say, I'm very impressed with the movement by all the players from Planet Xpress, but the goal cannot be captured, and a lot of pressure is going to be applied here by the Planet Xpress guys. Rockets flying everywhere. Yeepy needs to find his way inside, as nice coordination there by the guys of Planet Xpress. Buds landing 2, Tailspin taking out the 1, and now this is going to be a very interesting spot here, because if Buds manages to succeed in this attacking run, it's going to make it 8-6, and all they need is to win one more on defense. So let's see if Buds can do it here, and the crowd's going to be cheering for him on this attacking run. Let's see what Buds can do.
All right, let's see. Yeah, Strengths is on the left side, EP on the right side. That, of course, leaves Lacame back at the point, but they're going to be launching rockets directly at Buds, trying to eliminate him, trying to keep him from gaining that ever-important advantage. If Buds does have success here, that would put the map score, or the score for the map at 8-6, which means it would be map point. All they would need to do is defend one more time, which they're pretty darn good at doing. So, obviously, Fnatic is a little bit stressed right now. They don't want to give Buds any shots at actually being successful here. He's down to 1 armor. We have seen a few come from behind attacking rounds today, but not today, not right now, as Yeepy gets eliminated by Buds. Or sorry, Buds gets eliminated by Yeepy.
Yep, and Yeepy now playing very good. Taking a look at the stats real fast, Yeepy's actually 9 defensive rockets landed, 1 attack round win, and on the other side of that too, Buds playing like a demon. He has 6 defensive rockets landed, 2 attack round wins, so he's playing very good. But now it's going to be up to Strengths here, who is at 1-1 right now with attack round wins and defense, so he definitely has been shining on the attacking front for this team, and he might be able to do it here once again, depending though on how the pressure is applied by Planet Express. Let's see what's going to happen with 24 seconds left on the clock. He has plenty of time to work with here because he is going to get that extra 15 seconds as soon as the goal becomes active, and all he needs to do is just take his time, find his opponent, and manage to take out at least 1 defender. But he is going to get pegged though, and that's not going to be a good look there as Buds lands that hit on Strength. So we are going to see a lot of pressure being applied. As soon as that laser is shot, you're going to see a lot of rockets flying all over the place here from the defenders, and he has not taken a shot just yet, and he's trying to see if he can find a target there. One guy actually running in the middle of the open. That's actually going to be Vince. He may have been bait there because they were hoping to connect at least with 1 rocket, but with only 5 seconds left on the clock, you can see Strength took his time. And wait a minute! Oh my God! Can he do it? Yes, he does! 8-7. Wow.
Yeah. Strengths with a great goal capture there, a very last-second clutch maneuver. Time was ticking down, and he did have some armor left, but that was a pretty ridiculous goal capture, and now it's all on Tailspin. It is all on Tailspin to save the series, save this map, save their #1 seed opportunity, and Fnatic raid call is already up 1-0. This is map point. If they can just land 3 rockets, they will become the #1 seed for Group B and face SK in the morning. Tailspin and Planet Express will be facing Colwyn if this happens, if Fnatic raid call can just land a few shots on Tailspin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously SK Gaming, very good team, but Colwyn, the ESWC champs, you don't want to face them first. That much is for certain, but granted, SK Gaming, no slouches either. And Tailspin, though, manages to open things up here real nice with 3 armor left. He manages to take out Yeepy. That was going to be a big win, as Yeepy has been at 9 defensive rockets, so he has been playing very good here. And the key here is to pretty much just isolate at least 1 defender. Nice shot there as he takes out Strengths. Now it's going to be a 1v1 with 2 armor left here, and Tailspin can keep the drive alive for Planet Express, and he does so in dramatic fashion. Nice stuff. 8-8 is the score, and the match has been heating up here as, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to extra rounds, guaranteed. Lacame on the attack for Fnatic RC.
Let's see if Lacame can do it. He's got 1 chance here for Fnatic to actually get that advantage back. Tailspin with a just great clutch round there, landing that attack. Oh, look at that. Lacame already losing 1 point of armor. Buds hit one of those prediction rockets dead on, and now Lacame already at a disadvantage, working his way through the middle. Is he going to find any defenders to take some shots at? Doesn't look like it, and we've got that normal setup here from Planet Express, and why change it? Any defensive stance that seems to be working well for them. So, Tailspin actually nearly got caught there, but Lacame cannot land the laser. He's going to check off to the left side.
Oh, this is big.
Gets pegged by Tailspin. He's down to just 1 armor and 3 defenders still standing. This is a tough road.
This is a tough road indeed. Ouch. And there you have it, 8-9. And it is going to be up to Vince here. Let's see what he can do on the attack. Of course, Vince has not been having a great run with the attacks here, having a pretty, low game with that 3 defensive rockets, no attack round wins in this entire matchup. But if you're going to shine right now, it's going to be this time in front of this crowd at this event, IPL 5 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince is going to be on the attack here, and he is going to get a lot of pressure from Fnatic Raid Call.
All he has to do is kill the guys, right? I mean,
that's 3 lasers.
You put the crosshair on him, you press the button, let's see what happens. Vince working his way up the side. He might be able to isolate a defender. I think the Fnatic guys have already figured out his location, though. I think they've probably fallen back already. Yes, there is.
Oh, nice shot there by Vince.
Oh,
throwing it down.
One.
Oh, he almost followed that one up, though, but he does get pegged, though, with a rocket. That was going to come from Lakame, who's playing that goal point. Oh, another rocket landing there from Yeepy. Oh, man, shutting that one down.
That was a crazy jump shot across the hills.
It certainly was.
He had 3 targets and decided to hit the flying one instead of one of the stationary ones, but we've got some interesting sing-song chants going on. I'm not sure what's happening, but Yeepy attacking again, and you know, we've said it a few times, Yeepy's pretty darn good. This is why he attacks first.
Yep, and he's actually, his horn is going to be a song that's probably a motivator because it actually sounds pretty cool. Almost hitting that long-range shot over there. That was actually going to be Vince there on the tree trunk, hanging out there, trying to, you know, pretty much just get an eye of where he wants to be. Whoa. Of course, tagging is equally as important in Shootmania. You're going to actually see Yeepy throwing down those little red, little blue X's there, which are going to identify where the attacker or where the defenders are hiding for a little while, and that's going to be big there. Tailspin getting taken out. He tries to follow that up with another shot there, but he is not able to land it, as the pressure will certainly be on the guys from Planet Express at this time. You are going to see as we're going to have Yeepy throwing down more shots with the laser. They really do need to pick one off, though, and now it's going to be a 1v1. Buds versus Yeepy. Yeepy making his way inside, and he takes out Buds. That's going to be a big win there for Fnatic Raid Call, and it is going to be up to the man himself, Buds, as he will be attacking for Planet Express.
All right, we're just going to take Bud's view the entire way. It's down to him again to try and save the day. Tailspin was able to do it earlier with that clutch round to save the map, but now it is map point once again for Fnatic Raid Call. Buds has to land these lasers or capture the goal to keep this game going and keep their hope for the #1 seed alive.
You know, it's moments like these that make Shootmania such an intense game, and for those of you guys who are still not believers, hopefully this game has steered you in a direction where you can think, hey, this is actually pretty fun to watch, and the crowd's getting into it, so hopefully you are too. Lots of pressure here as Buds is, I'm actually moving my head trying to avoid with him, as Buds is out in an actual firefight here. You know, you're going to see Yeepy throwing down those rockets, not able to connect. He's going to have 1 rocket left, and he needs to maneuver as best as he can. Buds is going to be in a bad spot here, and he gets taken out. Yeepy manages to come up clutch there with 14 defensive rockets landed, Josh, and 2 attack round wins. Guys, give it up for both competitors. This was definitely a match to remember for Shootmania here at IPL 5.
Yep, and with that victory, Fnatic Raid Call has secured the #1 seed for Group B. They will be facing SK Gaming as their opponent in the semifinal. Planet Express, with a final map score of 2-1, will be facing Colwyn early in the morning, so I hope they're going to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Great games all day long. I have to say, Planet Express versus TCM Gaming is one of the most ridiculous matches. We've got some handshaking and hugging and stuff going on up on stage, but those were some really good games.
Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We had a fun time, and guys in the chat, in the audience, thank you very much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate the thunder sticks, the hype, the energy. We love it. For those of you guys in the chat at home, we appreciate you guys as well. And we have a lot of matches coming up. Well, actually, we have 2 matches.
We have 3 matches.
3 matches theoretically, but we have a lot of Shootmanias. They're all going to be best of 5s.
Yep.
And to open things up, it's going to be Colwyn versus who?
Colwyn versus Planet Express.
There we go. He knows more. He's smarter.
Planet Express just secured that 2nd place seed, advancing out of Group B. They're going to be facing Colwyn, which is the #1 seed from Group A. That's how they're, you know, mix matching, so you don't face someone from your same group in the semifinal. But Fnatic Raid Call will be facing off against SK Gaming as the 2nd semifinal. All that action begins at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning. So if you're out in the audience here, please come back and check us out for the semifinals. It's going to go straight through both semis into the finals. If you're watching the stream at home, go ahead and bookmark this stream, set an alarm for 11 a.m. Pacific, and you can come watch with us. Thanks very much, guys. I'm Ask Joshi, casting with Golden Boy FTW. That's pretty much all we've got for tonight. So thanks once again. Check us out in the morning, and we'll see you there.